Okay, cubic function will be written as ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. And a cannot be equal to 0. Why I say a cannot be equal to 0? Yeah, just now the quadratic also, I should put down a cannot be equal to 0 also. So if I put, if a is 0, then it becomes a quadratic already. So can b be 0? The answer is a yes. Can c be 0? The answer is a yes. Okay, so we know that first true fact, a cubic function maximum three x intercept. Okay. So let me give you an examples of a cubic function with 3x intercept. So fx equal to x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 1. Okay. To find x intercept, we must let fx equal to 0. Am I right? So you see, I write it in a different way now. So x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 1 equal to 0. So can you get this answer from your scientific calculator? Can you get this answer from your scientific calculator? Okay. Can you please try? I'm using my graphic calculator. I don't have a scientific calculator. Is there a 3x intercept for this one? Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, I using my graphic calculator, I got the graph in this way. My graph look like this. So there is only one x-intercept. Correct? May I know what is the x-intercept? What is the value? 2.769. Is that correct? I check with my graphic calculator. Yeah, 2.769. So you see how good is your graphic calculator. So that is how I do. Okay, I can snapshot from my graphic calculator. I put into your group chat and let you have a look at how wonderful your graphic calculator is. Okay, you hold on a minute. So everyone, please go and get your graphic calculator as soon as possible. Do you get me? Okay, you can have a look. That's how your graphic calculator show you how to do it. I will teach you how to do it later. Yep. Go on, which group am I? You're in group 2, so I forward to group 1. Hmm? Right? Double forward. Okay, never mind. Whatever is it. You all can see the from the graphic calculator? Yeah. So this is how your graphic calculator work later, but you have a step. Right? So later when you get your graphic calculator, I will teach you how to do. You get me? Okay. So you see, it can have 3, it can have 1, it can have, is it possible to have 2 only? It's possible. But it's impossible to have 0 for cubic. Correct? Minimum 1, maximum 3. Okay? So cubic function, the curve can be got 2 turning point. Yeah. Maximum 2 turning point. So quadratic maximum, how many turning point? Quadratic, how many maximum turning point? 1. And it definitely must have 1 and only 1 turning point, correct? And let me recall back. Do you know what is the name of the shape of a quadratic curve? There's a special name for it. Parabola. The shape of the quadratic curve is called parabola. If I tell you that the curve, a function have the shape of the graph of parabola, you know definitely it's quadratic. Are you clear? Okay. So now, today I'm going to teach you another skill, okay, of how to answer question which is of this form. Okay, now, if I give you a cubic, okay, if I give you a cubic function like that, okay, I say show that. In Max, when you say show, it's very hard to do. You must have a way to do. Show that y equal to negative x cubed plus 3x squared minus 6x, I hope, minus 8 has only 1 x-intercept. So when I show, I cannot say calculator say so. Do you get me? So any cubic function. So I'm going to teach you the technique. Any cubic function, expression or whatsoever, okay, cubic expression can be written as the product of why is it so thick? The product of a linear expression and a quadratic. Are you clear? So this quadratic will help us to determine whether there is a solution for this quadratic or not. And we have to use what? Just now we just learned. B squared minus 4AC. So in order to answer this type of questions, show that you have only x1, x-intercept, we have to use, write the cubic expression in the form of a linear and a quadratic. So how to write it? So if this one you key into your scientific calculator, may I know what is the value of the x-intercept? Can you please key into your calculator? equal to 0. Or negative 0.85. So it's not a nice number. I'm trying to get a nice number. Okay, I think I get the wrong one. I get the wrong one. Okay, can I change this to 2x cubed? Can I change this to 2x cubed if you don't mind? Okay, 2x cubed minus 3x squared. You try whether you get a nice number or not. Then I want to teach you a technique. Minus 3x squared plus 18. Plus 18 instead. Do you get a nice number for one of the root or no? Do you get a nice number for one of the root? I think I better, huh? No also. Okay, then I create one. Yeah, then I create one. I thought this is a nice number. Okay, then I create one. You hold on for 1 minute. I create one. You give me 1 minute, okay? Or anyone want to help me to create? Okay, 2x cubed minus x squared minus x squared plus 2x minus 16. I think this should be a good one. Is it okay? You get x equal to 2? Okay, so we go by that. Okay, so you see you have 2x squared. So 2x cubed minus x squared plus 2x minus 16 equal to 0, correct? Am I right? So your calculator will give you x equal to 2. Am I right? And no other value. Am I right? Okay. So now, if x equal to 2 is one of the solution, that means I can make a conclusion that x minus 2 is the linear factor. All right? Am I right? So that means I must have x minus 2. Then here must be a quadratic, whereby is ax squared plus bx plus c will give me this expression. Hello? So can you tell me what is the value of a by looking at it? By looking at this, can anyone guess what is the value of a? 2. Because you are using your expansion, correct? When you expand, this is ax cubed. Then you compare with here. So I know the value of a is 2. Am I right? So I can analyze in that way. So the a is 2. So after you get your a is 2, I have negative x squared. So if I use this to multiply, I got x squared, am I right? I got negative 4x squared. Where can I get another x squared? X minus times by bx, am I right? So I have plus bx squared. And this should be the same as negative x squared, correct? So can you tell me what is the value of b? So I know the value of b must be 3. So that is how I analyze. So can you tell me what is the value of c? I'm going to use this. This is a constant, correct? So negative 2c is equal to negative 16. So what is c? 8. So this is one of the way that we can learn how to write a cubic expression as the product of linear and a quadratic, if you know the linear. Where can you get the linear? Usually in this type of question, they will give you a very nice number for the linear function. They will give you a very nice linear, okay? So now we get everything. So let's write down. Okay, x minus 2 times 2x squared. What is the answer? I know here is plus 8. Minus x is it? Plus 3x. Plus 3x. Right? Equal to 0. So now I have x minus 2 equal to 0. So x will be equal to 2. Then 2x squared plus 3x plus 8 equal to 0. Since they ask us to show that there is only one x-intercept, right? That means this quadratic shouldn't have any solution, am I right? So we prove by using, so do you know how it's being used? B squared minus 4AC. So this will be equal to 9 minus 64, which is less than 0. So we make a conclusion, no solution. So show that there's only one x-intercept. So this is one of the skills that you must know how to do it. Okay? Are you okay so far?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I ask you, have you ever taught this way, how to write this? Yeah, your teacher taught you this way to do it. Good. Huh? Yeah, there is another 2 ways of doing it. So anyone find it this way is difficult? You find that this way is difficult because you have to do it step. You have to have some analysis and link expansion. Okay, now you want to learn another way of doing it? Okay, another way of doing this will be using what we so-called synthetic division, or you call it the long division. Okay, I show the long division first, then only go to the synthetic division. Can we? Do you know the meaning of long division? You know how to do it? Okay.
It's like, oh, sorry.
It's like what? Okay, anyone know how to do it?
It's like dividing the x minus 2 into the cubic.
So
cubic
I have this, yeah.
formula.
So I have this 2x cube. Can someone give me? Plus 3x. Plus 3x squared. Let's go back to that. Okay, 2x cubed minus x squared. Okay, try to remember for me. 2x cubed
minus x squared.
Thank you. Okay, minus minus
X squared
x squared
plus
plus
2x.
minus 16.
Yep.
Equal to 0. So we know one of our factor is x minus 2. Okay, so we are trying to get this quadratic. So we are going to do long division. This is called long division. So you write this there. Okay, then you write the factor, linear factor here. So the first term you want to get it off will be 2x cubed. So you ask yourself, x times what will give you 2x cubed? So you put down 2x squared here. Okay. So what you need to write down, you have to minus certain thing. So what to minus off? It will be x minus 2 times by 2x squared. So that will be 2x cubed minus 4x squared. Clear? So you write down 2x cubed minus 4x squared. So now you minus off. It's exactly like you do long division for divide. A number divided by another number when you learn in your standard 2 or standard 3. Am I right? But now is you are doing algebra. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, you get 0. Negative x squared minus negative 4x squared, you got 3x squared. Am I right? So pull down the 2x. If there is no x term, you have to put a 0 there. Do you get me? You have to put a 0 there. Every term must be there. If like x squared is not there, you just put 0x squared. So that you know there is a space for you to put. So long division, you have to do it like that. Okay, so here is your 2x. So now you have to ask yourself, x times what will give you 3x squared? It will be plus 3x, am I right? So you are doing the same thing. Take away 3x squared minus 6x, am I right? So you get it. So you got 8x here. The one I don't have to repeat, all right? You all should know, am I right? Okay, so now pull down the negative 16. So here I put plus 8. So you got this factor. So that will be your 8x minus 16. If you can, divide and at the end you get 0. So this is one of the factor. If not, it won't be a factor. It will be a remainder. In your high school, you learn that, correct? You can write as a factor, then plus a number. That is a remainder. Okay, so you can use this method also. But I find that this method very tedious and it takes a long time. So learn how to use that also is fine. Right? Okay. So there is another method whereby we call it synthetic division. Whereby when this is the method when you change the base, a number from base 10 to base 2, correct? You do this kind of division. Still remember? Yeah. Or when you find your LCM and that one. So we are going to do this type of division. We call it synthetic division. So how are we going to write it? Do you want to learn or you want to just happy with this? Okay. If you want me to show you synthetic division, hello class, it will go in this way. Same thing. We have this expression, correct? So we go like that. So what you need to get ready, get prepared. So the black color one is the one that you have to get ready and write it down. This is your x cubed. This is your x squared. This is your x, and this is the constant. Okay, here you write down the factor, the x-intercept, or one of the solution that you know. Then here you write down all the coefficient. If there is no x squared, you just put a 0 there. Yep, so -1, 2, and 16. Then you put a 0 here. Then you draw a line across. So this is you get ready, the black color. So after you get ready, then we can start to do our calculation. So first step, so the first step is this one. This is the first step, huh? Go down, you plus. You put a 2 here. This is the result of the first step. Second step, you take this, multiply. This is the second step, huh? You multiply, then you put the result into here. This is the second step. So this is 4. Clear? Third step. Continue. You add. As long as you go vertical, you add. So here is 3. Am I right? So repeat. 2 times 3, 6. Repeat. 8. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, I'm wrong.
I mean, I think you can. It's the same number.
This is -16. I put it wrongly because I have to add. So I put wrongly just now here. Here should be -16, correct? Here. So I put 16 here. And when I add, I got 0. So I'm done. So this will be my x squared coefficient. This is my x coefficient, and this is a constant. So therefore, this will be written as x minus 2, 2x squared plus 3x plus 8. So in this way, you just learn how to arrange nicely and put down the step. It will make your calculation much faster. Am I right? So this is called synthetic division. But my preference, I still prefer this. Look, top answer. But you have to be very careful. That's it. This is go by logical thinking. You don't need people to teach you how to do it step by step. By knowing expansion will result this, then you can compare the value. So this is a very important skill in maths. If you don't know what to do, you know how to expand, you can compare and you get the answer. You get me? Comparing in maths is very important. Yeah. Are you okay? So cubic function done. So why we need to learn b squared minus 4ac? This is the situation when they ask you to show. When you are doing chapter 2, correct? I may set a question like that. Show that there is only one turning point. Show that there is only that kind of thing. Okay, so we are using this. Got me? Important. B squared minus 4ac. Can only apply to quadratic function. Okay. Done. Any question? So the method, I will leave it to you. I show you all the method. You find which method is comfortable for you. You just use that method. But if you want to do it fast, you better choose a method that can make you work fast. It's not a matter whether you like it or not. Yeah, you want to finish the work on time, able to complete the whole paper on time, you make sure you learn up the method that will make you work fast. You get me? Okay, so done with that. Sketching graph, we will come back to later. Okay, cubic. When I give you a cubic quartic function, so now we go to quartic function. Okay, quartic functions, maximum how many x-intercept? 4. Maximum how many turning point?
3.
3.
Oh, yeah, 3.
3. Correct? Linear, how many x-intercept? 1. Quadratic, maximum 2 x-intercept, 1 turning point. Cubic, maximum 3 x-intercept, 2 turning point. Maximum, huh? Quartic, maximum 4 x-intercept, and maximum 3 turning point. Can you tell me what is the difference between turning point and stationary point? Do you know when we say stationary point, what does that mean?
When it's 0, when some, I'm not sure.
Try. What is the meaning of stationary?
Like not moving.
Not moving, not changing, correct? So if I give you a quadratic, this is called a, so you see the gradient, yeah, it start decreasing until here it stop decreasing. Then after that it start increasing. So this is one type of turning point, is a type of stationary point. Do you get me? And we also can have stationary point, which is like that. This is also called a stationary point. Do you know that? This is also called a stationary point. You see, it start increasing, but it increased slowly, then it stop increasing, stop for a while, then it start increasing again. See or not? So this is called a stationary point. So this one we will learn in chapter 3. So what is the difference between a turning point and a stationary point? A turning point is a type of stationary point whereby the direction of changes of the graph changing after that point. So it's a type of stationary point. So when we say turning point, we have 2 types of turning point. What are they? Minimum and maximum. So this is called a minimum turning point. That means the lowest it can go. And this is called a maximum turning point. Do you like to know what is the name for this point, A? Yeah, this is called horizontal inflection point. So you just need to know the name. Later I will go into, or we call it stationary inflection point. Are you okay? Stationary inflection point. So whenever in maths, you talk about horizontal, you have this word horizontal. Is it parallel to the x-axis or the y-axis? X-axis. So remember, the word horizontal means a vertical parallel to x-axis. Because in the later part, so I try to introduce all this term to you so that you get familiar with it. Okay, so now quadratic function, we are not going to how to sketch the graph, how to do this. This one we will do it in chapter 3. Okay, so now do you know how to solve a quadratic? If I give you a quadratic function like that, okay, go to the next page, quadratic function like that. Can you find the x-intercept without the graphic calculator? Without scientific calculator, I think some of the scientific calculator can calculate quadratic also, correct? Can or not? Got power for or not? Don't have. Then you need your graphic calculator. You have. Yours got. I said the question in such a way. Find the exact x-intercept. Do you think you can do?
I don't have the graphic calculator, so.
You don't have a graphic calculator? Sure?
Yeah, I'm ordering it right now.
Okay. Let's try our best to do it without our graphic calculator. Okay? Let's see. So I will put 3 minus 2x squared minus x to the power 4 equal to 0. So I put here x to the power 4 plus 2x squared minus 3 equal to 0.
It's minus 2x squared plus 3.
No, I rearrange it, young man.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. So now, do you know this is a quadratic equation also? Yes, if I let x squared be equal to k. So my x to the power of 4 is x squared, am I right? So it is k squared. So now I write k squared plus 2k minus 3 equal to 0. Can or not? Please remember, this is a skill. It's a must to learn. So I use my scientific calculator and get the value of the k. So my k is equal to what? 1 and k equal to -3. What is k in terms of x? X squared equal to 1. X squared equal to -3. Which one is possible? Which one is impossible?
1 is possible and -3 is impossible.
This is square root of 1, which is plus or minus 1, correct? This is impossible. Or if you don't want to write impossible, you say not real. Or I can say no solution. So depend on which word you want to use. So it doesn't mean that everything got solution, okay? So don't be too naive. All math question got solution. No. From now onward, please bear in mind. So there is only two x-intercept, that is 1 and -1. Are you clear? So this is a very important skill for things that we are going to discuss tomorrow or the day after next week. So are you clear? So today we take away 2 skills. What are they? Learn how to write a cubic expression as a product of linear and a quadratic. What is the purpose of doing it? So that we can answer this type of question. Another thing is learn how to solve an equation, which I think is impossible, but convert it into quadratic, then it is possible. 2 things you take away from this lecture. Are you okay? So any further question? So today you take away 3 very important things that you are going to apply it as we move along, especially in calculus. Are you clear? Make sure you master these 3 skills. How to master it? Look through it, repeat, 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 repeat until you get it.